When one party holds absolute power. Lessons from history. In 2025, one party holds absolute power in Washington. The last time this happened, it changed America forever. Are we about to witness history repeat itself? To understand the stakes, we need to rewind to the 1930s, another era when one party held all the reins of power and transformed the nation's future. With control of the presidency, Congress, and a cooperative judiciary, Franklin D. Roosevelt's Democrats launched the New Deal, a series of sweeping reforms during a time of massive upheaval and transformative change. They used their dominance to combat the Great Depression and restore hope to a struggling nation, setting the stage for profound shifts in America's economic and social landscape. These reforms were driven by an urgent need to rebuild a nation on the brink of collapse, tackling unemployment and economic despair head-on through ambitious federal programs. Picture a Dust Bowl farmer watching his land turn to desert, finding hope in New Deal-funded irrigation, or a worker in a breadline, securing a steady job building dams still powering homes today. These stories of resilience mirror challenges many Americans face even now. While these reforms reshaped America's economy and society, they also sparked significant controversy and unintended consequences. Business leaders balked at increased taxes and regulations, fearing government overreach. Critics pointed out racial inequities in New Deal programs, with African Americans often excluded from benefits. While the Works Progress administration created millions of jobs, some accused it of inefficiency and political favoritism, with stories of projects started but never finished. And let's not forget the infamous court-packing plan, which sparked nationwide debates about executive overreach that ultimately failed. Nearly a century later, the GOP faces a similar moment of dominance. Like FDR's New Deal, its actions could bring transformative change, but the risk of backlash is ever present. The question is, can it effectively navigate these challenges? Expect sweeping action, including worker tax cuts, border security, the largest deportation operation in American history, and a bold plan to revitalize domestic energy production, positioning the U.S. as the global leader. Beyond legislation, the GOP's plans include creating the newly proposed Department of Government Efficiency, which aims to streamline federal operations, cut unnecessary spending, and enforce accountability across agencies. This initiative is expected to reshape how the government functions, focusing on reducing bureaucracy and improving efficiency. Key agencies like the EPA and DOJ will likely undergo significant restructuring to align with conservative principles of limited government and reduced regulatory burdens. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court, with a solid conservative majority, is set to hear cases addressing national security concerns, such as the proposed TikTok ban, challenges to Affordable Care Act mandates, and debates over corporate transparency and free speech. During the New Deal, FDR's policies sparked fierce opposition from business leaders and conservatives. Yet, that resistance didn't stop Democrats from dominating for decades. Will Trump's policies create a similar legacy, or provoke an entirely different outcome? Dominance comes with risks, particularly the danger of overreach. Policies perceived as too extreme might alienate moderates and swing voters, jeopardizing the GOP's ability to maintain long-term support. Protests and polarization could dominate public discourse, further fracturing the national conversation. Yet, just as the New Deal solidified Democratic loyalty for generations, the GOP's actions now could define their legacy for decades to come. One thing is certain. When one party holds all the cards, history moves fast. Are we witnessing the dawn of a Republican renaissance, or the prelude to unprecedented division? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you love exploring the intersection of history and politics, subscribe and share this video.